This video is brought to you actually by viewers like you. Thank you so much for subscribing and being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Let's create new memories this 2025 on our road to 1 million subscribers. And with all that jazz out of the way, I just want to say thank you so much. I love y'all and enjoy the video. Isolation, imprisonment, a cage, walls closing in. But now add the word social before everything else. Social isolation. What does it mean? We're going to get this individual's thoughts on it. Consider dropping a like and giving this. I don't know much about this channel. This channel actually just showed up in my feed. This video specifically. And we're going to go in completely dry. I had to refresh the thing so that it didn't buffer. Anyway, go subscribe to him. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of what we talk about. Let's get into it. Oh, link to the original videos down in the description.
So I'm someone who doesn't have a lot of friends. I don't have like a lot of social relationships. I have a couple of friends here and there that I
honestly think it's kind of, is it me or is just like, is it weird that we're getting like camera quality this in like 2024, 2025? It almost feels like it's not real, or if like this is like a video from the past that's just not getting posted. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Like something feels eerie about this.
talk to occasionally, but I don't have any consistent IRL social relationships. And most of my friends are online, and even then, we don't really talk very often. I don't have.
I'll be honest. I kind of relate to that. I work a lot. Okay, here's me peering and you peering into my life. I work a lot. So when I'm not recording videos and I'm not playing Marvel's Rivals, I'm sometimes talking to my friend, like messaging people on Discord, but I really don't hang out with IRL friends all that much, mostly because I just don't have time. I think I would if I did, but at the same time, like, I'm just so tired when I'm not that I'd rather not do anything, if that makes sense. So I kind of relate to this. Is that weird? Like, I guess it's not weird. It's called being an adult, but as someone who's online for the making content and is informed of things, I feel like I just don't have time. I don't hang out with my friends as much as I want to or should.
Have like friends that I hang out with online every day or frequently, right? And I just thought I would talk about like what like social isolation at this level is like, because
Which I'll tell you this, I think if I didn't have a job and I was home all day, I wouldn't be this level of like mysterious, but I definitely would. I probably, you know what? I'll say this. When I was in college and I was like back when I used to stream a lot and like that was before I got a job. Um, I was like this, I think I would say, but it was a little bit different just because I was like, at the time I was broke and I didn't want to spend money. So I didn't talk to anybody. I just hung out online and I just was by myself, locked in my room all the time. Weird. I don't know. I'm getting some weird flashbacks, but I think I relate to this.
I think it's an interesting perspective because I don't think a lot of people have this perspective. Maybe there are a lot of people, and I hope that someone in the comments can talk about their experience with social isolation too. But the biggest thing is I have so much time to really consider myself and to really figure things out. And that's a good thing, right? Because I can really kind of understand what is for me and what isn't, right? And who is for me and who isn't. And when you have the silence of no social relationships or little to none, right? You get the whisper. You get the through the grapevine effect, where you can kind of hear underneath everything what people latently think about you.
Mm. You know what? That's actually true. I 100% think that. I agree. I think that's why when I was in college and I really started to like take a break from my friends, because when I was trying to save money, I think that's when I realized how much of the people around me were just taking advantage of me, or knew that I was very like self-conscious at the time, or just was very gullible. And I think I realized that like you can do this self-reflection without being so isolated. But I think he's on to something where you naturally find it. Now, I will say this, there's a lot of people that overthink everything when they're isolated like this. But I do think he's on to something.
right? Because you don't have all these other people saying directly to you what's going on in their life or seeding you with ideas that they have about you, right? I can just sit for a long time and sort of hear underneath everything what is going on, and I have kind of an observational perspective to where I can kind of observe things, right? The negative is I am now extremely socially, like, retarded, for lack of.
But yeah. Yeah. During the pandemic, I didn't talk to anybody or anything like that, really. And so yeah, it was hard to even become to the fact that I'm even talking. So during the pandemic, I isolated, and obviously everybody did. But even after that, I kind of just kept to myself. The fact that I'm even talking this much to you, strangers on the internet, I think took a lot of work to get there, because I, not saying that I was in a case where he is now, where it's so bad that like you're socially retarded, but like I guess what I'm trying to say is like no matter, there's levels to it, but there's points in your life where you'll feel like holy fuck, I just didn't know how to, I'm what am I doing? What am I doing? You know what I mean? Not like how do I talk to people? What am I doing? And you'll always be stumped. You'll and there's different variations of worse. I'm just saying like, not saying I was as bad as him, but I'm trying to say it's like there will be moments in your life when you're just like, what am I saying? What am I doing? And it'll probably be because you're so isolated for so long that you don't even know where to start. And because you don't know where to start, you don't know how to fix it.
Of a better term, like, I am very socially backwards right now because of the fact that I haven't really interacted with people in a long time, right? At least consistently, right? Maybe one off here and there, and I'm so excited to hang out with someone that I feel like I'm off putting. So, um,
I've had that happen too. Like I would like say for example, there's like some event I want to go to, and there's like a group of friends that I'm going with because I'm so excited to be there. People think that like I'm too much, but it's like no, I don't get to do things that often, and I'm excited to be here, right? Like I don't know. Now I'm starting to think like I'm starting to feel bad. What's going on?
yeah, I just think that, like, you, how do I put this? I think you have to I think I have to just put myself into more social situations to where I can interact with people more. But that's hard to do. That's hard to do because I don't really get along with a lot of people.
I think I don't want to make excuses for this individual, but I do want to acknowledge it is hard. And I think I haven't, again, he just said it. He doesn't get along with people. And I think this is where it's hard for everybody. It's going to be hard no matter what. And I don't want to make excuses for him. But when I want to do say before we continue the video is sometimes we say we don't get along with people. We don't get along with the people in our area. We don't get along. Part of life, and one of the things that people don't tell you when you're growing up is that you have to learn to get along. You have to. Oftentimes, when I was growing up, people will tell you, no, you got to learn to love who you are, be who you are, blah, 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 blah. That is true. But you also have to learn to get along. It sounds crazy. Like, I don't want to use politics for an example, but let's use politics. I'm friends with people who don't agree with me politically. Hell, my friends don't even know my political views because I don't talk about them. You, the viewer, do if you've seen my channel, but my friends don't. Why? Because I don't think it impacts my. It shouldn't impact our friendship the same way their political views don't impact mine, like the way I see them. You see what I'm saying? And so that's just one example, but I think it's part of like you should understand that you as an individual, if you're there for friendship, you should be there for friendship, and the first step of that is learning to get along. Again, that's harder, that's easier said than done, but I think that's a good first step. But to give this guy credit, it's extremely hard to start if you don't know where to start.
And a lot of people get on my nerves. Um, so it's just kind of
And it could also just be that because he doesn't talk to anybody, he's short-tempered, which like over time that might go away. You don't know if it will go away until you start doing it more. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's just how it is.
tough finding valuable social relationships in a world where it's like everyone's kind of inundated with content and it just everything's kind of awkward.
Inundated with content. That's not true. There's actually a lot of regular people. I think the issue is that maybe he's reaching out to the wrong people, or the wrong people are reaching out to him.
And it kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do? I just think that like being as isolated as I am, it's taught me a lot about people because I've been able to observe people quite a bit, and that gives me sort of a social superpower once I get back into interacting with people frequently. But yeah, it's tough. It's not something that is very easy, and I think that I don't wish serious social isolation onto anyone.
I think, and you know, it's funny. It's not funny, but like it's it's ironic. I would say that people are falling into social isolation much more than ever before. It happened because of the pandemic, but because so many people fell into it and never got out of it, a lot of those traps still exist. And so you're finding a lot of young people, especially falling into the social isolation because they don't know who to talk to. They don't have role models in real life, and so the role models that they have in online aren't there to positively influence them. So they're just stuck. They fall into this like, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to be stuck. And I don't know. I don't have an answer to how to fix that. I know I'm talking from a lot of life experience, but like this is one of the things where like I'm not young. I don't know what the daily like the life of someone younger, like a young adult might be experienced. Like yes, I'm only 20, 29, so like I'm still pretty young, but it's like I don't know the day I don't understand the daily struggles, or I don't know what they are to even give a solution or give advice like on how to fix those traps that exist. Like you could say, "Oh, well, don't be on the internet more," but at the same time it's like younger generations they're born online now. Whereas like someone like me got to see I'm fortunate enough to see the transition from real life to people being online. And I'm not even that old. So it's like I don't know, I feel kind of bad like I used to I know in all my other videos there's a lot of things I don't know, and I always say that I always make sure that I'm clear that I don't know something and I ask a lot of questions. But this is probably one of the first times that I'm like, God, I wish I had the answer to that on how to solve that problem. Because maybe we could, I don't know, you, the viewer, could really learn. Like maybe I could change someone's perspective, but there is a solution out there. I just think someone much more knowledgeable um, on how to stop people falling into the social isolation trap. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know we usually do funny videos or thought provoking, and I hope that this one's thought provoking as well. Go subscribe to the original creator. Let him know your thoughts about all this. And I wish I had an answer. Check out the next one. Love you. Bye.